Hello. Do you remember what we read last week? Not Norman, a goldfish story. You remember? It was about a boy who got a goldfish for a pet on his birthday. And he was so disappointed because what did he want? He wanted a dog or a kitten. Oh, a puppy. But what did he get? Norman, the goldfish. And he was so disappointed. But then, by the end of the book, he discovered that, wait a minute, Norman actually was a great pet and maybe a really good thing, right? And remember we talked about how things often don't turn out the way that we want, right? That we think they should. And boy, this last year, have we had a lot of experience with that, right? But just like the boy and Norman, things work out. Now today, we've got book 2. It's a brand new book that's come out about Norman, and it's called Norman, One Amazing Goldfish. Wonder what's going to happen here. I'm excited, okay? You ready? Let's read. Norman, One Amazing Goldfish. A sequel to Not Norman, a Goldfish Story. Written by Kelly Bennett and illustrated by Noah Z. Jones. Norman is one amazing goldfish, and I want everyone to know it. That's why I'm taking him to Pet-O-Rama. We have our routine all worked out. First, Norman does his tricks. Circles, then bubbles, then flips. And for our big finish, we learned a brand new tuba song. Hit it, Norman, I say, and begin to play. Boom ba boom ba boom ba boom ba bee. Right on cue, Norman starts dancing and singing. Glue glue glug glug glue glug 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 glue glue glug glug glug. Atta fish, Norman, I cheer. Just wait till everyone sees you. You'll be famous. On Pet-O-Rama Day, I wake up extra early. I don't want to admit it, but I'm sort of nervous. Not Norman. He gobbles every bite of his breakfast. The Pet-O-Rama line is super long. There are dogs, cats, birds, rabbits, snakes, and lots of other animals. Most of the kids are wearing costumes. So are their pets. I look at Norman. His orange scales glisten. You're so sparkly. You don't need a costume, do you, Norman? He shoots me a high fin. Once we're signed up, Norman and I go into the gym. Right away, we spot Ben and Dylan with their dog, Mustard. Hiya! Mustard does karate, Dylan says. What does your fish do? Lots of tricks, I say. Hey, fish, Ben calls. Show us a trick. Norman doesn't move. Not even a fin flutters. Dylan and Ben laugh. Ha! Pet-O-Rama is for good pets, said Ben, not fish. Norman is amazing, I tell them. You'll see. One by one, the judges call pets onto the stage. All the pets look good, and many do tricks, but not any better than Norman's. Just wait until they see our act, I whisper. We'll show them, won't we? Norman spits a mouthful of gravel. When our number is called, I carry Norman onto the stage. The gym looks really big and crowded. That nervous feeling is back again. Big time. I glance over at Norman. Under the stage lights, his scales and fins are as sparkly as any costume. Just looking at him makes me feel better. I take a deep breath. Introducing Norman, one amazing goldfish, I announce. For our first trick, circles. Just as we practiced, I circle my finger in the wings. A poodle in a tutu twirls. Not Norman. My mistake, I say, trying hard to keep my voice steady. Ready, set, bubbles. Bubbles? A parrot squawks. Not Norman. He doesn't blow even one teensy blip. Come on, Norman. Come on. This is an easy one. How about a flip? 1, 2, 3. My hands are shaking so hard I can hardly manage a snap. Up! Norman hides behind his plant. I can feel everyone watching, waiting. I give Norman a look, a hard look. His fins and flippers are quivering like crazy. That's when it hits me. Norman isn't being stubborn. He has stage fright too. Oh no, poor Norman. Don't be scared, I whisper. Ignore them and watch me. Let's do this together, Norman, just like at home, okay? I take out my tuba. Hit it, Norman, I call. Then I close my eyes and give it my best. Boom ba boom ba boom ba boom ba boom. I'm starting in on the second section when Ben and Dylan shout, "Hey everybody, look!" When I open my eyes, the first thing I see is Norman. He isn't lying on the bottom of his fishbowl. He isn't hiding behind his plant either. Norman is flip-flop, wiggle-wag, dancing like crazy and singing. Glue, 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 glue. Then Norman performs every trick perfectly, just as we practiced. Atta fish, Norman, I cheer. The Pet-O-Rama judges give Norman a prize. It's like I always say, Norman is one amazing goldfish. The end. Well, it worked out in the end, didn't it? Even though Norman got a little nervous and scared and stage fright, right? You know, the boy and Norman are good friends, right? Last week in the book, it was the boy who was nervous. Remember, there was a sound when the boy was in bed and it was scary and Norman was there. And together they realized, oh, it's just a branch. So Norman the goldfish helped last week. And this week, it was Norman who needed help, right? Lots of stuff makes us nervous or anxious, right? I'm trying to think, if you've got to give a book report in front of the class, you've got a big test coming up and you're thinking, oh gosh, I know I'm scared I'm not gonna do good on it. Or you have to play a solo in choir or band, or you're on your soccer team, you're on the field. You guys, it's almost the end of the game and you just need one more goal and somebody passes you the ball and it's like, oh no, you've got to make the goal. You've got to make the goal right now, right? Yeah. All kinds of things makes us nervous and anxious and yeah. And we don't always have our teddy bears close to solve our problems, right? Yes, even grown-ups, as you know, even grown-ups like teddy bears. So what can we do? Besides holding our teddy bear, right? We can talk to someone. Last week, the boy talked to Norman the goldfish quite a bit, right? In fact, Norman was the only one who listened to him at show and tell, right? When the snake escaped and the boy was up there trying to do his show and tell piece and nobody but Norman would listen, right? Pets can be pretty good listeners. My son has 2 black cats, Cooper and Josie, and they're even better listeners than Norman because they snuggle up when they're listening, right? So, who else besides your pets? Oh, what about your friends? A good friend, a real friend, is somebody who will listen no matter what you have to say, no matter what's bothering you, that they'll listen and just be there with you, right? What about you? Maybe this week you can be both a good listener and a good talker. Why don't you check in with your friends this week to see how they're doing? And let them have a chance to be good listeners too by sharing with them whatever's going on in your life, particularly stuff that's got you anxious or nervous or upset. Oh, and can you think of anyone else you could talk to? What about Jesus? He's probably the greatest listener. I mean, unlike our friends or our pets, we can talk to him absolutely anytime, any place, right? The middle of the night when everybody's asleep, right before that big test, whenever. Because he knows us best. And in fact, I think he knows what we're feeling or thinking or what's wrong even before we say anything. Because he loves us. And he wants to be in our life. So, okay? You got your assignment for the week, right? And come back again next week and we'll have another story. I haven't quite decided which book to read, but it's going to be a great one, right? Bye-bye. See you next week.